Professor, this is horrible. Look. Professor. Professor.
Yes.
Professor.
Yes, I'm looking. Yeah. What?
Look at the photo. Look. What? It is you. I know it is.
I can't see it properly.
Keep moving. The green car across the road. Superintendent Emma Dabrowski, head of Holt Division.
Charming place by the looks of it, Phillips.
Creepy enough.
This whole situation is far too creepy for my liking.
Inside?
That's why we came here.
Go.
We should all be dead, right?
Yes, and seeing we're not, that must be because of said planet. They must have an anti-gravitational device or something that's protecting us and them from, destruction.
So the good news is they're not trying to destroy us.
Probably not. Hello there!
Professor, you can't just speak to a planet, right?
Shh. Hello! I'm the Professor! Yes, Time Lord! Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Yes, well, I am aware it's one of my more far-fetched ideas.
Professor, I don't mean to draw attention away from the giant planet, but I can't seem to get that girl out of my head.
Girl? What girl?
The one who had the picture of me and said that she knew me. It really creeped me out. Do you think it could have anything to do with this planet?
Hard to say.
Sometimes I just feel like there's this big secret about me that everyone knows except me.
Huh.
It's like Sharma, Rasputin even.
Well, if it's any consolation, I don't know any big secrets. You could be worried just about nothing in particular.
I hope so. I'm sorry, you're probably much more interested in this big planet.
What? There's nothing more important than your welfare.
Thank you, but my welfare moving forward, and in fact everyone's, could have a lot to do with this planet.
Yes, I see what you mean. Hello, planet! I'm the Professor! You're all gonna have egg on your face once you realize this thing can speak back. Huh? Huh? Yeah.
Wow, this is a dreary little planetarium, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I remember my school trips to planetarium at Science Works. It made me want to be an astronaut and visit the International Space Station.
Well, Holt Division must be a bit of a disappointment, hey?
Oh well. Should we get a team to raid this place?
Nah, I don't think there's anything that ties it to the deaths. But when someone returns from seeing Santos, we'll have more to go on.
Hey, well, before we get back, let's try one of these programs.
Nah, I think we should probably...
Seriously? What did we come here for? You were curious.
Alright.
Alright, let's sit down.
I don't think it's working.
Don't speak too soon.
On the planet Earth, we like to think of ourselves as the center of the universe. As scientists tell us, this is not true. The religious tell us that we were created by an all-knowing supreme being. Evolutionists tell us we are descended from lesser ape species on Earth. But what if both were wrong? What if our origins began far away, in the stars we stare at in the night, stars and planets few of us can name, and fewer of us have any idea about?
Sprechen Sie Polly-vous Inglés?
Professor, I don't want to sound like I'm mocking you. Okay, maybe I do just a little bit. But your plan to reach the planet by just talking directly at it has completely and utterly failed.
Oh, now, come on, Jess. Not all of my plans are complete.
Professor!
Don't worry, Jess.
Professor, I think they've heard you.
Don't worry, Jess. I think they're friendly. No, Jess. No, you stay here. I'll be right back.
Part of me is annoyed and part of me is really jealous.
As we can see, the planet appears to be moving away now from the planet Earth. We are not sure what this visitation has meant at this stage
That
for our
was
planet.
quick. What do you think it
the top
was?
scientists in the world
No
are
idea.
divulging their beliefs.
Where have those two gone?
Holy crap. They've stolen my car.
And so comes Nibiru. Is it a real planet or a myth? Scientists and others have pondered over this question for centuries. At the Royal Astronomical Society, along with other worldwide organisations, we calculate that by mid-2016 we may well know the answer to this question. Nibiru is to reappear in Earth's skies, following portents such as twin suns appearing in the months beforehand. Is Nibiru the answer to the origin of our species? We await the answer to this question and many more. Until then, watch the skies.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm glad they're not taking school children to this planetarium.
Do you think it's related to the murders?
I sure hope it isn't. Otherwise we'll be entering a whole new world of weird.
Rather expanding the mandate of whole division, isn't it?
Let's get back to work. I'm blaming you for this hour of my life I'll never get back.
This is interesting. Is there anyone actually here?
Professor, I'm not just gonna stand here for hours. So there. No! No, don't do that! Come back! Come back! Come back! Oh.
Yeah, what is it? No, this is the first call I've got. I think the planetarium is shielded from signals. The what? A huge planet in the sky?
What the hell?
Well, I can tell you now it's not there at the moment. There's no planet in the sky that I can see. No. Look, just tell me about it when we get back. We're done here now. I'll see you in 15.
What the hell was that all about?
Apparently, there was a giant planet in the sky.
Huh. You don't think...
I think we should just get back to base and see what's going on.
But we just saw.
Just get to the car.
All right.
This is silly. I've been walking around for ages and I haven't seen a soul. You know what? I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. Wherever here is.
Time Lord!
Ah. Hello. There you are. Well, wherever you may be. I'm guessing you're within earshot.
I'm not a being as you would think of them. We of the Nibiru have no physical form.
And no vocal cords too, I'm guessing.
Thousands of years ago we had a form. Today we do not. We do not need it.
Yes, I always thought being able to touch and move was being overrated. So, what brings you to Earth?
We always have an interest in our Earth.
Your Earth?
Yes, there would be no mankind without us. But our intentions are not what they were the last time we passed this planet's orbit.
Your intentions? Well, guess you're going to be explaining them. What exactly are you talking about?
All right, we need to get something done about these murders. Where's Khan? Hasn't he come back yet?
No, ma'am.
Did he call in?
Not to my knowledge. Perhaps he got caught up in the panic about the planet in the sky.
I've heard a lot on the radio about this planet. The only thing I haven't seen is the planet itself. Suppose we better hand over the professor and his friend to the regulars. Phillips, check dispatches.
About the professor and his friend?
Yes, I left them in your charge. What about them?
Well, you see, the planet appeared in the sky and we were all glued to the news and it was... And they...
They're gone, aren't they, Credlin?
Yes, they are.
And why didn't you go after them?
They took my car.
So, the prisoners have escaped. Khan is nowhere to be found. The country's in hysterics because of a mysterious planet that seems to be able to disappear and appear in the sky as it likes. And we're no closer to solving these murders than we were weeks ago.
Oh, ma'am, the planetarium.
What about it?
It's on fire.
I'll be okay. Thank you.
Are you sure you're gonna be alright?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So you see, Professor, the plans of different factions were to the fore many years ago when we last encountered Earth.
I take your point. And now that that faction is no more, your plans have changed.
We have no plans for Earth now. We see the subjugation of lesser species as wrong. We find it hard to believe there was a time we thought it was not. There was a plan to eradicate the weakest of the Earthlings when the time was right and use the strongest to fight wars for us. We calculated that once the population reached 7 billion, we would have a strong army of 2 billion.
And with no form, you couldn't fight. And what was to become of the remaining 5 billion people?
We had designed a poison to be delivered from 29 locations around the globe. Only the strongest would survive. It would eliminate the weak, the crippled, the incapable. However, we now do not believe in war. We do not need to defend ourselves, because who can threaten a species without physical form?
Well, who indeed? But a question remains. If you have no plans for Earth, why have you returned?
The Sleepers. Creatures created in the image of the humans, to monitor their actions and to keep our secrets, including the secret of our existence. They were to release the poison in the floating spheres when the time was right. We have come to eliminate them via a signal. We could not send the signal from far away, so we needed to be in close proximity.
Well, with Nibiru in the sky, don't you think it's time you send the signal before the poison is released?
Of course. We shall send the pulse beam now.
Yes. Right. Damn it!
Steady there, Dabrowski.
It's one of those days where nothing is going right or making sense.
Whole division? There's what? Santos is dead.
And where have you been? Do you know that Santos has now been murdered? What the hell have you been doing for the last few hours?
Professor!
What's wrong?
The Sleepers. They have all been disseminated except for one.
What? How's that possible?
It is possible he removed the control unit from his form. He has enough poison to kill 500 million people.
Can you transport me to him? Maybe I can destroy him before he gets the chance. But I need to know everything about the Sleepers and the poison.
It will be done.
Don't move! Stay right there! Hold that in your arm!
I have a mission. Don't try and stop me.
Stand up! No, don't open that! I will shoot you!
Oh, please do. Ineffectual, isn't it? Unlike these.
What are they?
Spheres of poison. Spheres of invisible, gassy poison. And once the sunlight hits them, they will dissolve into the atmosphere. So what you must never do is let them out of this room!
Hey, you! Where's my car?
Shut that door!
Look here, you.
Do it!
We're listening to him now?
He appeared out of nowhere and is the only one who seems to know what's going on. And stop him!
Yes. Well, I am always relieved when finally someone listens to what I have to say. Now, would you like me to dispose of those things for you?
You know how to?
Oh, yes, I think so. Do you happen to have a dispatch radio handy?
Oh, Professor. What am I gonna do? Maybe I'll look for seashells.
What about the 2 spheres that escaped?
Look, there are millions of spheres in that one. The ones up there won't affect anybody unless they get right up close in their face when they're warmed up. What we're more concerned about is those ones in there. If they heat up and in a confined space... Here, pass me that. Thanks.
Look at the box. The cycle's begun. They're going to burst. You'll never stop all of them.
Professor?
Look, I know. I'm going as fast as I dare.
He pulled these out of his arm before. Will these help?
Look, if I needed anything else, I would have asked for it. Now put them down.
They're going to burst.
And I'm ready to switch on. that is that. Ha!
But what about the box?
Open it. You see, the sphere's poison is actually a waveform. That's why there was no gas. And waveforms diminish over distance. That's why they needed so many of them, for a stronger and larger waveform. It would penetrate your ear with a sound so high that no human could hear it, or animal on Earth. See, that's what I used the radio for, to boost a signal that was equal and opposite to that of the waveform, and would cancel it out. Simple, really.
So, I assume you know what you're talking about then, and not just making things up?
Well, making things up is a lot more fun. But this is the gospel truth.
Well, we certainly have a few questions for you. Like, that planet I keep hearing about?
It won't bother you again.
And Simon, that man?
A sleeper agent, positioned to affect the demise of more than 2/3 of the Earth's population. He's also responsible for the death of all those scientists. And my friend.
And who are you?
Ah, yes, well, that's an interesting question.
And so's this. Where's my bloody car?
You have been gone hours. Hours.
Well, I'm sorry, Jess, but saving the world and stuff.
So, is the world all saved now?
Oh, I certainly hope not. Make the world incredibly boring. But from the latest threat? Yes. Bahadin's killer has been found. He was a member of Holt Division. He's responsible for all the other killings too. He met his demise, thankfully.
You know, Professor, I don't think I'm going to approach that woman who seemed to know me.
No?
No. I think some things are best left unknown.
I don't know about that, Jess. Why would we travel through time if we didn't want to learn more?
Well, that is a very good point.
I do make them occasionally. Got any plans?
No. You?
Oh, adventure, I think. In fact, there's an old friend I'd like to catch up with, yes. Ralph.
Well, that's how this whole thing started.
Oh no, he's not a scientist. He's a film collector.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's go see a movie. You know, we can catch a flick, get some popcorn, chill out at the cinema. Ah, very normal.
Yes, what is this normal you speak of? In fact, if memory serves me correctly, this is around about the time Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens opens. Maybe we can go catch that.
Ooh, really? Last I heard they were going to make 3 prequels. Are they any good?